Hello, and welcome back to The Outsider's Perspective. My name is still Ollie, hasn't changed since the last video, and today I have another loaf of bread for you. Today's loaf comes to us from my good friend Marcus Aurelius, and he says the following: "Don't hanker after what you don't have. Instead, fix your attention on the finest and best that you have, and imagine how much you would long for these if they weren't in your possession. At the same time, don't become so attached to these things that you would be distraught if you were to lose them." The last few videos have all revolved around the same topic, which is how everything depends on your view of it. How you can get trouble out of yourself by readjusting how you look at things. And now in this passage, Marcus Aurelius gives us an actual exercise that we can follow in order to trigger this kind of change in our view. In this case, and I think it's quite relevant to today's age, in this case, he's talking about desire. He's saying, don't crave things you don't have. How? Well, whenever you find yourself craving or pining for something that isn't already in your possession, turn your attention to the things you already have and contemplate how valuable they are to you and how screwed you would be if those things were suddenly taken from you. The idea is not to just repress your desire, it's to redirect your attention away from your desire and towards your gratitude for things already in your possession. This is something that I do all the friggin' time in life. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not baller status, right? I can't make it rain. So I have to be very careful with my material desires because most of them are outside of my spending range, if you will. If you recall from, a few years ago, I used to film most of these videos in the Dodge I Just Don't Caravan. I'm sad and happy to report that Rosie, the Caravan, is still in part of my family. I'm still driving it. My wife and I are still driving it around. And, it's busted. And it doesn't look that great. And it's a van. But we're not really in a position where we can afford a new vehicle. Instead of looking at what I wish I had, I try to just be grateful that I have what I have in the first place, because it could be worse. So, instead of pining for a new vehicle, I just think how much more challenging my life would be if Rosie, the Dodge Caravan, was to break down or to be scrap all of a sudden, and that makes me feel like, yeah, I'm happy I have her. I'm happy I have the old girl. So anyway, that's just one example of how you can, redirect your attention away from desires and cravings towards gratitude, which is of immense value. Gratitude is a powerful, powerful force. It can turn your entire mood around. It can set your entire day in the right direction. That's literally every morning the first thing that I think to myself, thank you. And then I go through the list, of all the people and all the things that I'm grateful for. And usually that sets my day off on the right foot. As always, I invite you to send me your messages in the comments below. Drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you want to chat, because I love to have conversations. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Bread. Until then, live well, my friends.